Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Lee Van Dam here, and we're going to talk about Hein the Mage trial fight. And we're going to go through Hein, we're going to go through the party that I used to get the job done, and just a few tips to make it to where pretty quick and easy. So let's get started. First things first, Hein the Mage fight that you're going to win with magic damage. He has maximum defense. He only has 100 spirit. So the game's telling you you're going to have to use a magic attacks to kill him or hybrid attacks to kill him. Now, spirit break, so you can take his 100 spirit down even further. And he's also vulnerable to disease. So that's an extra 10% knock off that way. But the real nix with Hein is that he's got an elemental barrier up very similar to Kefka. So if you don't have a non-elemental magic, you're going to have to wait until the proper barrier comes down, which is going to make the fight much longer. But if you have anyone that can use Ultima, which almost everybody should now, or Meteor, it's a variety of units that can use that, then you'll be able to push through the fight because you can deal damage every single round. And that's going to be one of the keys in order to make sure you can get through this turns so you can get the onion gauntlets. So just to run through a short list, magic users, you've got Dark Fina, she can use Ultima. You've got Chick Ariana that can use Ultima. Terra can use Ultima. Ramza, Alma, they can all use. Anyone with the Ring of Lucii can use Alterna, which is a more expensive version of Ultima. And then you've also got X-Death who can use Meteor. You've got Rydia who can use Meteor. You've got Victoria, she can use Meteor. And both X-Death and Victoria with Dark Fiend and others, they can dual cast, so they'll be able to deal great damage every round. You really only need one damage dealer in this fight because the rest of the fight is just keeping the damage dealer alive to kill Hein. And so here is what I did to make that happen. First things first, Hein has Confuse, so that can really be annoying. So you'll want to have someone who's immune to Confuse or can prevent everybody else from being confused because you waste rounds. Any round that you're confused is a round gone, and you only have 15 to get the gauntlets. So you got to be really careful with that. I have 2 units on my team that can prevent you from having it confused, and that's Menphilia, which is a unit that almost everybody's got if they've been playing for a while, and then I've got Zargabath. I lucked up. So one of the things you've just got to do is make sure you keep the buff up so you're immune to confuse, and that'll save you some rounds so that way you'll be able to make it through 15. Hein can cast every status ailment, so having at least one person who can cure status ailments all the time is great. Menphilia is the one for me because she's naturally immune to status ailments, and I've got her equipped with Riku's Pouch, so she can just AoE cure everything without any effort. So that is honestly her job. Her job is to cure everything first. It is to provide dark resistance second, so that way I don't have to deal with a lot of damage from Bioga every turn. And third is to have confusion resistance on because it'll overlap with Zargabath's buff to make sure I don't miss it. Riku's next on my list. Her job is the normal damage reduction stuff and re-raise, and that's it. I really didn't use re-raise very much during my fight with Hein, just because you can mitigate all the damage pretty, and especially if you have dark resistance up, because then you don't have to deal with Bioga and cure the poison whenever you really want to. Zargabath. Now Zargabath is interesting because his role is to buff stats. His buff already provides confusion resistance to a few others, which makes the fight much easier. And every now and then he deals damage. He deals a lot of damage on. He deals a little bit of damage on counter hits, not very much, but it helps with the limit break gauge and the Esper gauge. and he's a mana battery to Tillith. And Tillith, she's just healing everybody, and if Minfilia and Tillith will heal and cure status effects, so that Minfilia can do something else. And then Darkfina's only job is to dual cast Ultima and make Hein explode. So I'll show the gear real quick, even though it's not going to matter too much. But this is what I've got going on. Is the Riku pouch, and she does counter healing. Riku doesn't have anything really special on, but you know, her job is, like I said, damage reduction, mana battery, and manufactured nethicite. Now, if you have manufactured nethicite or you have Selice, then it will allow you to nullify one of the magic spells. And this is something you can put on any unit. I have it on Zargabath, so if he doesn't have anything to do, he just casts it, and it's one less spell that's going to hit me that round, which that can be very useful. Equipment that can avoid confusion. Really good one is going to be Grand Helm, because Grand Helm, it makes you immune to confuse and makes you immune to sleep and silence. Someone is really good. I don't think I have anybody else besides Minfilia immune to confuse on this, because she can just heal everybody with Riku's pouch. And everybody else is just built regularly. He's the only one with a special change just for this fight. And so that's it. And the fight itself, if you have non-elemental damage, it's pretty simple. Is everything I just talked about. The barrier shifts don't matter. The status effects, in reality, they don't matter, because you're going to have Minfilia effects. So the only thing you have to do with Tillith is make sure that Minfilia's hit points are topped off, so she can survive the magic attacks, cure everybody's status ailments, and you keep the fight moving. So that's it. I mean, that's all you need for the fight. It can be challenging depending on how your team is, but if you build your team with those ideas in mind, then you definitely won't have any problems. Be sure to let me know in the comment section below how the fight went for you. Really interested to hear of other tips that could help everybody out. And like, if you haven't subscribed already, be sure to do so, because we take care of a lot of Brave Exvius info on my channel. I love it. I love Tekken 7. Got a lot of that going on too. And be sure to head over to Twitch, so that way you can enter yourself in the giveaway. I've got it coming down on the 15th, and I'm going to tally everything up on the 13th. So be sure to go over to Twitch, read the rules, and I wish you luck. So until next time, you guys take care. God bless. My only fight with Hein for you, and I'll go back and clean up and do the 15 rounds or less probably later today. So until next time, see ya.